Breaking Bad, Season 2. The second season of Breaking Bad builds on the foundation laid in its debut, deepening character arcs, expanding the stakes, and exploring the consequences of Walter White's decision to enter the drug trade. Premiering in 2009, Season 2 introduces new characters, escalating conflicts, and a tightly woven narrative structure that culminates in one of the most shocking and tragic finales in television history. Plot overview. The season continues Walter White's, Bryan Cranston, descent into the criminal underworld as his partnership with Jesse Pinkman, Aaron Paul, grows more complex. Walt juggles his double life, balancing his responsibilities as a father and husband with the demands of running a meth operation. Meanwhile, the show explores themes of addiction, morality, and the ripple effects of crime. Key storylines. Expanding the meth business. Walt and Jesse try to grow their meth operation by partnering with a distributor named Tuco Salamanca, Raymond Cruz. Tuco's violent and erratic behavior proves to be a significant challenge, culminating in a confrontation that leaves him dead after a shootout with Hank Schrader, Dean Norris. Skyler's growing suspicion. Skyler White, and a gun, becomes increasingly suspicious of Walt's secretive behavior. She begins investigating his lies, including his unexplained absences and financial activities, while also reconnecting with her former boss, Ted Beneke, Christopher Cousins, whose flirtations complicate her personal life. Jesse's relationship with Jane. Jesse starts a romantic relationship with his landlord, Jane Margulis, Kristen Ritter, a recovering addict. Their relationship becomes a critical aspect of the season as Jane relapses and influences Jesse's descent into addiction, creating a significant strain on his partnership with Walt. The rise of Saul Goodman. The season introduces Saul Goodman, Bob Odenkirk, a morally flexible criminal lawyer who becomes a key figure in Walt and Jesse's operations. Saul's wit and connections add a new dimension to the show's exploration of the criminal underworld. The Pink Bear and the Crash. A recurring motif throughout the season is the pink teddy bear seen in flash-forwards at the beginning of several episodes. These cryptic scenes, which depict a catastrophic plane crash, foreshadow the season finale, where the consequences of Walt's decisions indirectly lead to the tragic collision. Episode highlights. Episode 1, 737. Following Tuco's violent outburst, Walt and Jesse plan to escape their partnership with him. The episode begins with a chilling flash-forward of the plane crash, setting the tone for the season. Episode 2, Thrilled. Tuco kidnaps Walt and Jesse, holding them hostage in a remote desert hideout. This tense episode ends with a dramatic shootout, where Hank unknowingly kills Tuco while searching for clues about the Albuquerque meth trade. Episode 8, Better Call Saul. Walt and Jesse turn to Saul Goodman to handle a legal crisis when Badger, Matt Jones, one of their dealers, is arrested. Saul quickly becomes a trusted advisor and helps them navigate their criminal enterprise. Episode 12, Phoenix. This emotionally devastating episode sees Walt miss the birth of his daughter, Holly, to complete a drug deal. Meanwhile, Jane's overdose death, witnessed by Walt as he chooses not to intervene, marks a turning point in his moral descent. Episode 13, ABQ. The season finale reveals the significance of the pink teddy bear and the plane crash, which is caused by Jane's grieving father, an air traffic controller who makes a critical error. The crash symbolizes the far-reaching consequences of Walt's actions. Key characters and arcs. Walter White, Bryan Cranston. Walt continues his transformation from a mild-mannered teacher to a cold and calculating criminal. His decisions, often justified as being for his family, increasingly reflect his growing pride and thirst for control. Jesse Pinkman, Aaron Paul. Jesse's arc is defined by his relationship with Jane and his struggles with addiction. His vulnerability and humanity contrast with Walt's growing detachment, making him a tragic and sympathetic figure. Skyler White, and a gun. Skyler's suspicion of Walt deepens as she notices inconsistencies in his behavior. Her attempts to assert independence highlight her complexity and resilience as a character. Saul Goodman, Bob Odenkirk. Saul's introduction adds humor and depth to the series. His connections and legal expertise become essential to Walt and Jesse's operations, marking him as a key player in their rise. Jane Margulis, Kristen Ritter. Jane's relationship with Jesse is both tender and destructive. Her relapse and eventual death serve as pivotal moments in the season, illustrating the devastating consequences of addiction and Walt's increasing moral ambiguity. Hank Schrader, Dean Norris. Hank's investigation into Albuquerque's meth trade intensifies, bringing him closer to uncovering Walt's secret. His confidence and bravado begin to waver as he experiences PTSD after killing Tuco. Major themes: morality and consequences. Season 2 emphasizes the far-reaching consequences of seemingly isolated actions. Walt's choices, made under the guise of providing for his family, lead to widespread suffering and destruction. Addiction and dependency. The season explores addiction through characters like Jesse and Jane, highlighting the destructive power of drugs and the struggle to escape their grip. Pride and power. Walt's increasing pride in his criminal persona, Heisenberg, becomes a driving force behind his decisions. His need for control and recognition often outweighs his initial motivations of survival and providing for his family. Cause and effect. The interconnectedness of events, from Walt's decision not to save Jane to the plane crash, underscores the idea that actions have unpredictable and far-reaching repercussions. Style and cinematography. Season 2 maintains the show's signature visual style, with meticulous attention to detail and symbolism. The recurring flash-forwards build suspense, while the use of vibrant colors, such as the pink teddy bear, adds layers of meaning. The desert landscapes and intimate character close-ups emphasize the isolation and internal struggles of the characters. Reception. Season 2 was met with widespread critical acclaim, solidifying Breaking Bad as one of television's most compelling dramas. Bryan Cranston won his second Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series, and Aaron Paul received his first nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actor. Critics praised the show's ability to balance dark humor, tension, and emotional depth. The narrative structure, particularly the integration of the plane crash motif, was highlighted as a bold storytelling choice that paid off with a shocking and emotional finale. Legacy and impact. The second season of Breaking Bad deepened its exploration of morality, consequences, and the human condition, setting the stage for the series' continued rise in critical and commercial success. The season's tragic ending and intricate storytelling remain some of the most memorable aspects of the show, showcasing Vince Gilligan's masterful ability to weave complex narratives that resonate with audiences long after the credits roll.